Alright guys, so to start off this look, I'm going to be using MAC shadows as well as my Makeup Geek shadows today. I haven't used this palette in a really long time, so I'm really excited. So today I'm going to be going in first with my MAC palette. I'm going to take the shade Blanc Type, which is right there. I'm just going to go ahead and apply this down as my brow bone highlight. Next, I'm going to go in with Makeup Geek Creme Brulee, which is right here. And I'm going to take my Sigma E40 blending brush, and this is going to be our transition shade. So I'm going right into the crease, going back and forth and blending it out. Okay, so next I'm gonna go ahead and take Scotch tape, rip off a piece and put it on the back of my hand and line up with my lower lash line. Then I'm gonna go in with MAC Saddle, which is right here. And I'm gonna put this right into my crease as well as the outer corner to kind of start and define our eyes. I'm mainly focusing this right into the crease, and then we are gonna go ahead and blend it up. Then after that, I'm going to go in with MAC Embark, which is this really beautiful brown color. And I'm going to start to focus this right into the outer corner. I'm putting a little bit of the shadow down, which is kind of one of my tips, because I don't want the outer corner to be too dark right now. And we will go back in with this color later. We want to blend the lid shade into the rest of our colors. So I am just going to go ahead and apply this very softly to the outer corner. And I will blend it in slightly just to go ahead and define our eyes. Okay, so now what we're going to do is start to do the wing in the outer corner. Now, my tip is when you're doing bridal, of course it's completely up to the bride. You do whatever she wants to do. If you want to do a regular wing, that's fine. But a lot of brides, I've noticed, like the wing, but they want to keep it more soft so it's not so harsh. So my tip is to go in with black eyeshadow. And that will give you the same effect of a wing, but it will make it nice and soft and really bridal-y. So I'm going to go in with my Sigma Small Tapered Blending E45 brush, and I'm going to dip into Corrupt by Makeup Geek. And I'm first going to go ahead and start to put this right in the outer corner and create that wing. I'm just doing the wing right now as well, just because we're going to add our lid shade and then blend everything in together. Okay, so now that the wing is down, we're going to leave it right there right now, and now we're going to go ahead and apply our lid shade. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm first going to take some MAC concealer. This is in the shade NW20. I'm going to apply just a little tiny bit on the back of my hand, and by tiny I mean it will probably be a whole pump because it's like pretty much impossible to get a small amount. Then I'm going to go in with this brush by BH Cosmetics, any kind of flat brush that you have that's, you know, has a more of a precise kind of, you know, tip to it, so you can go ahead and get right in there. So what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to put this concealer down and put it on my lid, and then going in with this pigment by Sigma. This is in the shade Ravishing. I absolutely love this pigment, and it looks so beautiful on my bride. I got so many comments from you guys as to what this pigment shade was. So I'm first going to go in with just a little bit of concealer and apply it right to the eyes, and then we're going to go with that pigment and go right on top. My tip is to go in with a little tiny bit of concealer. It's also going to kind of be like, in a sense, like a cut crease. Now going in with our lid shade. So that's the pigment on the brush right there, and I'm just going to go ahead and tap it right on top of that concealer. Okay, so we're just going to leave that just like that and do the other eye with the concealer. So our eyes are going to look like this right now, which it looks a little crazy, which I agree. So now what we're going to do is go back in with Embark, and we're going to go ahead and blend that shadow into our eye look, and we're also going to kind of blend the black into the eye look as well. We'll go back and add a little bit more black just to intensify just a little bit more, but we're just going in with more Embark right now and just blend the lid. You can either press it like I am, or you can go like this And really just blend it into the eye look. If you also feel like you're taking some of the pigment off while blending, you can go back in and just touch up the pigment just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and slowly take off the Scotch tape, and then we're gonna finish doing the wing. So now I'm gonna go in with this is my Sigma Line Perfector E68 brush. Going back in with Corrupt, now we're going to go ahead and create a line from the wing all the way to the inner corner using our black shadow. And for lashes today, I'm going to be using my Ardell Wispies, which are the ones that I used on Callie. Now, these ones are literally on their last leg of life, so this will probably be the last time I wear these, and I'll throw these out tonight. But I want to go ahead and use the same lashes that I wore, the same lashes that I used on her, so you guys knew exactly what I used. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply these. And while I let the glue sit and get tacky, I'm going to go ahead and apply my primer. I'm using my LC Pro Radiance Primer. I'm just going to go ahead. Actually, wait. I got this PR box from Becca, and it actually came with their new Velvet Blurring Primer. So I'm going to go ahead and try this out. So it says you have to shake it well before use. So let's try this out and see what it looks like. Ooh, it's like pink. It's like pink. Just gonna go ahead and apply it right here, just to blur my pores. Ooh. Oh, hell nah. That's beautiful. Wow. I feel like that really blurred out my pores. Who'd have thunk it? Oh, and it's so like velvety to the touch, and it's dry already. Okay, I get it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and apply my LC Pro Radiance Primer.
So applying my primer, I'm just going to go ahead and apply it all over the face and then blend it in with my fingers. After I apply my primer, that's when my lashes are pretty much tacky with the glue. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my lashes, and this is what they look like. So for foundation, I'm combining two. This has been my go-to foundation recently. I've mixed the Makeup Forever foundation, and then I add a little bit of the NARS Luminous Weightless foundation to not only get my color that I want, but I love the coverage and I love the finish of my skin. So if mixing that all together with my Sigma concealer brush, I'm going to go ahead and apply this and paint this all over my face. And then I'm going to go ahead and take one of the new Sigma foundation brushes. This is their new 3D HD brush. Oh my gosh, it is so soft. It is so lightweight. You know how a lot of foundation brushes are very heavy? This one is so lightweight. It's so nice. It blends out my foundation so beautifully, as you can see. And it also just does it so effortlessly, which I love. Then I'm going to go ahead and apply concealer. I'm using my MAC concealer that we used before on the eyes. I'm taking my same concealer brush and applying this under the eyes in a triangle. I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW20, applying it under the eyes as well as highlighting my face with this concealer as well. I cannot talk today. Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and blend all that out with that same foundation brush. Then setting my face, I'm using my RCMA No Color Powder. I'm just going to go ahead and set the under eyes with my Sigma F35 brush. I'm going to go ahead and set the under eyes. I'm also going to go ahead and set my whole face with this powder, just dusting it all over, just really making sure I set my foundation. After that, I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. I've just been going very, very light with my brows recently. I'm using my Sigma brow powder and just going in with my brow brush. I'm just going very lightly with my brows. I don't know, this summer I've just kind of been going really light with them. If you are a bride, make sure, you know, if you want your brows to be on fleek and intense, of course you can go ahead and do that, but for me with the summertime, I just like to go kind of light with them. I'm sure I'll go back to going really intense soon. To bronze up the face, I'm going in with my Becca bronzer in Bronze Bondi just to bronze everything up, and then switching to my contour brush, I'm going to go ahead and contour with the mixture of those two powders in the Kat Von D Shade Light Contour Palette. As you guys know, I love those powders and I love to contour with that palette. For blush today, I'm going to be going in with MAC Warm Soul with my Spotlight Duster Brush by Sigma. This is such a beautiful blush. It just gives your cheeks that really nice color, really nice glow. Absolutely gorgeous. And then for highlight, I'm going to go in with the tried and true Becca Champagne Pop, just because it gives the best highlight and it just is beautiful for brides and just, of course, beautiful for every day.
Alright guys, now we're going to go ahead and finish up our look. So for the lower lash line, I'm going to go in with the same small tapered E45, but obviously a different one. Don't go in with the black. And I'm going to go in with Creme Brulee and start to blend this right along the lower lash line. Alright, then I'm going to go in with a little bit of Saddle by MAC, and I'm actually using this brush by MAC. It's a 230 something. I don't know, the numbers come off, but I would use a short shader brush to make this more precise, but all of mine are dirty, so I'm just going to go ahead and blend this as close to the lash line as I can. And we're pretty much going to kind of mimic what we did on the upper lid. Just going to go ahead and blend that out. And then going in with Embark, I'm taking Embark, and it's going to go back and forth from outer to inner. If you have someone that wants their eyes more open, I would just recommend doing the black in the outer corner, the brown. But I like going smoky. And then I'm going to apply just a little tiny bit of black right to the outer corner, right like that. So again, blends the wing into the lower, and it also just, you know, gives a little bit more smokiness to the look. Alright guys, so I did go ahead and finish on my eyes because it is 2:18 and today's the eclipse and I really don't want to miss it, so I have like 20 minutes. So I went ahead, my camera overheated. I went ahead and applied black eyeliner in the waterline. I also went ahead and applied a little bit of mascara to the lower lashes and applied an inner corner highlight, and that's all that I did. The eyes are done, so now let's go ahead and do the lips. So I'm first going to go in with MAC Spice Lip Liner and line my lips. For lipstick, I'm going to go in with the MUA Cosmetics. This is their lip cream in the shade Buff. I believe I used a different color on Cali, but any kind of nude lipstick that you have will do. And then on top for lip gloss, I'm going to go in with the ColourPop lip gloss in Fairy Floss.